Hi, Dr. Minkoff here. The history of science and medicine is fraught with non-science, non-scientific methods, basically entrenched ideas are defended and new ideas are put away. You could take religion, you could take lots of other subjects, but maybe this is just the nature of human beings. But if you look at the history of science, you know, guys like Galileo were thrown in prison because he had different ideas. The guy who discovered the bacteria that causes ulcers was basically dismissed until 40 years later people started to see, oh yes, an ulcer is an infection caused by this bacteria that this particular doctor had figured out years before. What prompted me to talk about this is I'm reading a really interesting book now called Plague. And it's about the epidemics of chronic illness that we're seeing. And a researcher's idea that maybe there is a certain type of virus sitting underneath of this epidemic that is being turned on and that is causing it. And she was pretty much blackballed by the scientific establishment, actually arrested, thrown in jail, because she had ideas which differed from the traditional dogma. And so I think a lot of things are being sold to us as public about what is the science, or this is the science, and this is what you should do, and this is what you should eat, and this is what you should take, and this is right, and this next new drug is the best thing ever. And I think that many times, like the vast majority of times, we're being sold a bill of goods. And if you look back into earlier practices and earlier times, like Chinese medicine or acupuncture or herbs or live plants, that you find traditions on which based civilizations that survived for thousands of years. And that right now what we're getting is a whole bunch of baloney and garbage. And many times the vehicle for these is this drug or this treatment or that treatment. And whenever I hear this, I just like, whoa, what is the real information? Earlier I talked about LDL cholesterol, which is the target of a huge multi-billion-dollar industry, and it turns out it's not a bad thing. So I think I'd like my patients and the people that I'm talking to just like, you hear this thing, and it's just like, question it. Question it. Is there real science here? Is there real data here? Or is this just being promoted by someone who's got a vested interest in doing that thing and in selling you that thing? And is it really gonna make a difference and make your life better? I think the test of something is, does it really work? And does it not cause harm? So if we're looking at disease or disease categories, the question is, what is wrong with you that is actually the reason that you got it? And if you find what that thing is and you fix it, you're going to be better. If you find what that thing isn't, and somebody's giving you something that has potential harm or downside that isn't going to really make it better, I'd question it. Now, sometimes people need relief from suffering, which is great, and they may take something which helps them so that they're out of pain or that they feel a little bit better. But I tell you, people now are prescribing amphetamines to give people energy. And amphetamines aren't good. You know, when I was in college, there were these big quotes: "Speed kills." Well, amphetamines are speed. Adderall is speed. People come in here and I'm on Adderall. I can't function if I'm not on Adderall. Well, that isn't why you can't function. You don't have a deficiency of Adderall. You have a deficiency of something's wrong with your body, And the doctor who gave you the Adderall isn't really interested enough to find out why. So when these answers come from medical authorities or science authorities, I just say, hey, is that really a solution? Is that really a why? And if it's not, I'd pass on it. Because there is a reason, and there are well-meaning people who are out there who can help you find the reason. And when they do, you'll get better. Okay? Just a few thoughts for today. Hope this helps.